Well, I've been looking to get myself a Dashcam. I know absolutely nothing about them at all. And there's dozens of them, varying in price from about £20 up to £250 plus. Having looked at all the reviews on the internet and the price I was prepared to pay, it boiled down to just two at the end. BC Master and a Netscape 312GW, and I've compared the two and plumped for the BC Master. They're very similar in quality, but the Netscape has it's sort of Wi-Fi enabled, which is of no interest to me whatsoever. So let's have a look at this this BC Master camcorder. See what you get inside this box. So this is a comparison between the BC Master and the NetBase 312GW Dashcam. You can see they're very similar. There are sort of three main differences. The NetBase Dashcam is Wi-Fi capable or Wi-Fi enabled, so you can download the information on the SD card to your phone or to your computer using Wi-Fi. It's a very slow business. It's far better take the SD card out of the camera and stick it into your computer. It's much quicker. The second major difference is that the GPS module in the NetBase camera is inside the camera, so the camera is somewhat bigger than the BC Master, where the GPS module is a separate little thing. Whether that's an advantage or a disadvantage, I'm not sure. If you decide to go for the NetBase 312GW, it doesn't come with a hard wiring kit. You have to pay extra for that, which is an extra £16. Another difference is that the NetBase camera has an internal battery, a very short life thing, but sufficient to take a couple of photographs in the event of you've been involved in an incident, whereas the BC Master, it uses a capacitor. So when you switch the camera off or remove the camera from the cable, then it doesn't have any battery inside. The big advantage of the capacitor is that they're not likely to be damaged by high temperatures if your car is parked out in strong sunshine. But apart from that, everything else seems to be more or less the same, apart from the price, of course. And this is the information given on the side of the box. And this is on the other side. You get 4 meters of cable with it, which is nice to see. And on the back of the box you've got all this additional information. Well, let's have a look inside this box and see what we've got. I'll just take it all out and we'll have a look at it. user manual. The writing is absolutely minute. I'll copy it into a larger format so I can read it. 3 additional little boxes. It's a bit like Christmas. So, what we've got is the suction cup mount, sort of sticky pad mount. You get 2 extra sticky pads to go with it. The GPS module, cable and little plug. The hard wiring kit. So this is a 4 metre long cigarette socket power cable. An interesting thing to notice about it, it's got 2 additional USB sockets there. So if you use your sat nav or you use your charge your telephone, then the Dashcam doesn't really interfere with that. This is the camera. It's very small. We'll just have a look at that in a minute. And the manual. So that's what you get for your cash. Oh, let's just have a look at the camera and see what sort of bells and whistles you can see on the outside. This is the top of the camera. This is for the GPS module, sticks in there. This is obviously a cable. SD card goes in there. This is the audio visual out, it says there. Nothing on that side. Bit of information on there. What looks like a speaker. This is a little LED light to show that it's on, and this is a reset button. You see, if you press that, it deletes everything and just takes it back to the out of the box condition. On the front you can see there it says the 170 wide angle lens. There's protective cover on it at the moment. On the back again, this protective cover and these buttons. This is obviously the on-off button, and we'll discover what these do a little later on once we've got it attached to the car. Again, it's got this protective screen on the or protective film on the screen, stop it getting scratched while I'm messing about with it. This is the suction cup attachment for the windscreen. It's dead easy to use. So the lever there, just pull it down like that. Push this up against your windscreen. Move the lever back, and it attaches. So to remove it again, just pull that and it comes off. That seems very simple. The camera doesn't come with an SD card, you have to buy them separately. And any old SD card won't do, apparently. So this is a high endurance video monitoring card, as it says there, and I've just written a number on it so you know which one to get. And this is the one that's recommended. It's 32 gig. this camera will support much bigger SD cards than that. It's an absolutely tiny little thing. That's it there. It's absolutely minute. It does come with this adapter, and you just slip that in the, if I can hold it steady for long enough, and that just slips in the back of there, and then you can slide that into your laptop or whatever and download the information which is on it. So there we are, we're all good to go. Just connect it up to the car and give it a run. See if it's as good as they say it is. I'm no expert in these things at all. So if I can use it, that's probably a strong recommendation to get one. So you've got the Dashcam, shelled out the money, opened the box, looked at the manual and read all about it. The time then comes to set up the camera. Well, I hadn't a clue what to do, and the handbook was absolutely useless. I didn't know what some of these things were, even. I mean, most techie videos on the internet are only for other techies who understand the jargon. So I decided to find out what all these things were before I set about setting the camera. And I've written a little sheet all about them. No, it's really only for nerds, really. Your best bet is to you can read. I mean, I'll video the sheet. You can read it at your leisure, but bypass it. I've made a little table out of all the settings which I used, and you might just want to go to that if you're in any doubt as to what these settings are. Well, I've connected the camera, the PowerPoint, and I've this is little thing here is the GPS unit, which I've plugged into the GPS socket. So let's see what all these buttons do. Well, that obviously switches it on. That little flashing red light there shows that it's recording. I think this shows that the parking mode is on. The G is obviously for the GPS unit, and the little microphone there shows that the audio is being recorded as well. So if I press this button here, we get all the settings. The first thing I need to do is format the card. So if I go down all these different modes, format. So if I press OK, I need to move it up to OK. So I press OK. That's it done. So let's do all the settings. Resolution, you get 4 choices. I'll choose the best one. And go down to loop recording. I want 5 minutes. Which is okay. Date and time. That's all okay. Date stamp. Don't. On. Yes, I'll have that on. Press this next, down to the next one. Recording audio. Yeah, I'll have that on. Beep sound. I'll have that on. EV. 1/3, that's the default setting, so I'll take that. Frequency. In the United Kingdom and most of the rest of the world it's 50 Hertz, whereas in the United States and Canada or North America it's 60 Hertz, so I'll set it for 50 Hertz. Go across, press the next one. Speed unit. Oh, yep, miles an hour, being in the United Kingdom. Accelerometer. Medium sensitivity. TV mode. In the United Kingdom it's PAL. So I want PAL. In North America it's NTSC, but PAL for the United Kingdom. So I'll press that. Language, English, obviously. Screensaver. I'm not too much bothered about that. I'll switch that off. So I can motion detection. That's a sort of parking mode, so yes, I'll have that on. Time-lapse record. Have that off for the moment. If I want to use it, I can switch it back on. Format, I've already done that. Format warning. You should reformat the card every now and then, and this gives you a warning as to when it needs doing, but for the moment I'll just have that off. I can always take the card out and format it when necessary. Default. Version. Well, that's just the this version of the BCM DC10. I think that's the date there at the end. Okay. That takes us back to the beginning. So I want to go back to recording, so press this little button underneath the arrow. That takes us back to recording. So what do these other buttons do? So if I press that, this appears. If I press OK, well, this is for previewing the videos or the recordings which I've taken. It just moves backwards and forwards. What if I want to look at them? If I press OK, this is a recording which I've just taken. What happens if I press that? Oh, you get a preview of the video. It also alters this lock arrangement. So now this is unlocked. If I press OK, can I see the video? Oh, there. That was a very quick preview of it. If I want to delete it, there's a delete option there. Right, so I press that. It's deleted that file. So press OK for that. Can I delete that? What happens if that lock is on? If I press that and try and delete that now, it says it's protected. So that little lock there tells you whether the file is protected or not. Let's take it to unlock. If I press that, it's deleted it, so there's nothing there on the file at all now. No movie. So if I press this one at the end, we're back to recording. So that leaves this little button here. I think this locks any video which has just been taken, so it can't be accidentally deleted. Just press it and see what happens. A little sign appears up there. It continues to record. If I press that, let's preview that file and see if it's locked. So I press OK, the file is there and it's got this lock sign on it. If I try and delete it, I press this. Let's try and delete that and see if it's protected or not. And it says a little sign came up and said protected. So it all seems to work very well. So let's go back to recording. Press that. Press it again. Press it again. And there we are. I'm back recording video. Well, and This is a sheet which describes what all these settings things made again. You can read that or not, as the case may be. And this is just a little table of the settings which I decided on, having looked at that previous information. You could just use these settings, see how they suit you.